Hello you, how you doing? It's been a while since I've tested any of my wines. On camera anyway, it's been a while since I've tested any of my wines. Got a treat lined up for you tonight, I have. Remember, a while back I made some Treacle wine from the tins of Tate & Lyle Treacle. That refined black sugar. That's very gloopy and, well, great for baking. Anyway, I've bottled it. I've tested it. It's ready, but what's it going to be like? It's not as bad as my sprout wine, I promise you. Nor as bad as the kidney bean wine. It's not that bad. Come on. And here it is. I think it's a thing of beauty. The full recipe for it is in the link up above, or down below. That's how I made it. When I bottled it yesterday, so it's still suffering from bottle shock. So it's not 100% perfect yet, because of how new it is to the bottle. I was pretty amazed, I was, at how thick, rich, treacly, tasty and amazing it is. Shall we do the honours? Come on, you know the score now, what's going to happen. Well, cheers. Initially, I thought this would be rather thick on the mouth. And to be fair, it is slightly. The initial sip is, good gosh, that's cough syrup. It has that medicinal cough syrupy. If you're ever poorly, a glass of this will cure your sore throat, cure your cough, and definitely cure your hangover. First up, the colour. Marvel at that. It is so black, it is devoid of any colour. It is so dark and black, light cannot penetrate it. The colour is pretty awesome. It's so dark, it's pretty much devoid of colour. It is clear. You can just see slightly through the rim of it, and it rims the glass really well with nice leady legs rolling back down. You see how clear that isn't? It's clear, it's not sedimenty, it's just dark. It is. And dark's not bad. Anyway, on to the flavour. As this is a 350-year-old recipe, I was really keen to try and see what they would have classed as a wine back in those days. To be honest, they wouldn't have had a bad drop if they drank this, and mead, and bland, all the tasty stuff. So, the first initial drop is, ooh, cough medicine. And then you realise the amount of herbs that went into it, and that's why it tickles the back of your throat. Along with the treacle, which is a very thick and dense carrier for those flavours.
We forgot the bib.
Oh! And they forgot the bib. You then get this licoricey aftertaste to it coming through. You know those little licorice sweets you get? The ones, round circles with baubles on the outside, come in pink or blue? That's what this reminds me of. I used to really love the pink ones of those sweets, of this licorice all sorts. You know the ones with bubbles on? And then I matured and grew up. I only enjoy the blue ones now. But anyway, that's what this reminds me of. I will be making a licorice root wine at some point soon. I'm just sourcing my materials, trying to find them. But licorice root wine is on the agenda, it is. Anyway, after that licorice, you get this taste of bitter and stouts coming through. Again, it's the density of it. It's not a light drink. This isn't your lagers of the wine, no. This is a proper heavy, full-on porter. Which I love, by the way. It has that porter aftertaste to it, which I really love. It really works. If I was doing this wine again, I'd probably use slightly less treacle because it just seems to be slightly on the thick side, slightly gloopy it does. It gets behind your teeth, a bit like Marmite, which I love. If you like your drinks to be solid, this is well one for you. But if you like your drinks to be light and fancy and soft and sweetly clean, you may not want this. It's not something I would serve with many foods. A bacon butty in the morning after a handover, heavy night out, maybe. If you're feeling a bit poorly, definitely. It could be better than a honey and lemon drink. But
Nothing's better than a honey and lemon drink.
oh, that's debatable. But it's not the type of drink you would probably serve with proper food. You wouldn't serve it at a dinner party, not unless they came over with the flu or something. And then you'll just tend to dose them up on whiskey. Even better. I would definitely make this again. The overall strength of this wine is about 14%, I think. It's a bit hard to tell because I didn't use a hydrometer. I used an egg instead. I followed the recipe pretty much to the letter, and they use eggs to tell the specific gravity instead of hydrometers. So my calculation by the egg sounds a bit like fortune telling, doesn't it? A chicken's intestines to tell what the weather's going to do tomorrow. Is that this is about 14%. It's going to rain tomorrow as well. I tried that one earlier. This wine really reminds me of sticky toffee puddings, it does. You know those made with dates and a drizzly sauce in, you know, sticky toffee. Toffee that's sticky in a sauce drizzled over dates and dried fruits. This wine really reminds me of that. I'm thinking about putting a few bottles aside and using it to make a sticky toffee pudding sauce drizzle. That would be awesome. I'm going to leave this here for the time and finish this bottle, and I'll be seeing you soon. So don't forget to subscribe, and have a good day, you. Bye bye.